If you guys are looking for cheap and reliable coins over FC25, then please look no further than FIFAcoin.com. They can have some of the most competitive prices over the course of FC25. They're quick, they're reliable, and don't forget to use my code Martin for that extra 5% discount. Link will be in the description.
Hi guys, Martin88 here, and welcome back to another EFC25 video and my final tutorial of this little mini series. And today we're having a look at the technical dribble, which I refer to as R1 dribbling, which I use an awful lot all over the pitch. And hopefully today I'm going to teach you some things about it that you didn't know. If you're new around here, and you didn't know, I am an FC25 coach. As you can see on screen, my standards around the Division 1 Elite Division standard. But I've been coaching for about 4 years now, so I like to think that I know what I'm talking about. So if you are interested in coaching, or you like what you hear or like what you see, please feel free to get in touch. But that's enough talking. Let's get into the action, and I hope that it helps you guys out. Any questions or queries, just get into the comments, okay?
Okay, so R1 dribbling, or technical dribble, if you want to be particular about the play style. So let's talk about where and when to use it. Honestly, I use it all over the pitch. This year, I think that left stick dribbling is not great. It's not particularly tight. It's got better, but R1 dribbling is the quickest way to turn, and it's much more controlled and it's tighter. Like if you see here inside my box, I'm doing it because I don't want to get tackled. I don't want the ball to leave my foot. So I use it all over the pitch, okay? I use it to defend and I use it to score goals. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, let's go back to basics. You can see in the top right-hand corner that I've got the R1 button down. When you do that, you will start doing what we call a technical dribble. And particular players will have the technical play style, or they'll have the play style plus, and of course they will be able to perform this much better. So I keep an eye out for that massively. All right, so if we have a look at a few of these examples, both from a defensive and offensive point of view, you can see I'm using it all over the place. So situations like this, I find that it's a really good change of pace. And also in that type of situation, if I just sprinted, probably just dribble it out of play. So it's much tighter control. I really enjoy that. From an attacking point of view, I use it to weave in and out, and often I will then sprint out of it. So there's lots of different ways that I use it. I really would encourage you to watch this a couple of times and really have a look at like what I'm doing and how I use it. I love this one. So I can see that he's going to cut that off. Tiniest little movement of the R1, and we bang it into the bottom corner. I love that one, to be fair. Let's have a look at another one. So here, sometimes Phil Foden has got playstyle plus technical dribble. Sometimes just go for it. Don't do it all the time. Don't make yourself predictable, but feel free to have a little run for it sometimes, And as you can see, it worked out really well and was a really nice goal. Okay, so next clip here, I've got my striker. So I do this loads. So I know the centre back's going to follow me. So I can just go around into a circle. And then you can see there, I then sprint out of the R1 dribbling, and it's a nice, easy finish. I love that kind of move, and I love doing it a lot. I love combining the R1 with, just like jogging or walking and then sprinting, because that change of pace, like here, often fools defenders. And you can see it's the same type of move again. Use that R1 just to tightly dribble around the centre back, and then we can tuck it away. Inside the box, I think it's a must to do R1 dribbling this year. From a defensive point of view, this is a nasty situation to be in. Not when you use your R1 dribbling, and if you've got a left back that's pretty good at it, which a lot of you will have, Roberto, no doubt. So you're in luck. So then we go to an attacking scenario. I do it all the time in this type of situation. If you just press sprint, you get tackled. I don't know, it fools people. They don't know what's quite going to go on. It's really good along the touchline. And then a standard R1 into the box, and another great finish. Okay, so next one here, you can see I'm using it more in the midfield to keep hold of the ball and to hold it up until the triggered run was there. Then when we do get into that position, like what we've said, I love using the R1 along the byline to try and cut it back. and then a really nice finish from Jesus. Another one from a defensive point of view. This is really key for him, to be honest. I'd be lost if I couldn't do this in defence. It just allows me to keep hold of the ball. I've got defenders that are particularly good at it, but it's an absolute lifesaver, to be honest with you. So, you know, be intelligent who you use it with, but yeah, it's I would be completely lost without it, if I'm being honest. This particular move here is kind of like, you know, a real combination from start to finish. And as you can see here, again, along the byline, cut it back, and then a lovely, lovely goal.
Hi guys, just a really quick interruption on the video. Just wanted to say that if you are enjoying this video, you're finding it helpful or useful, and you feel like you're somebody that wants to get better at the game, please feel free to get in touch with me regarding online coaching. It's what I do for a job, an FC25 coach. So no matter if you're somebody that's just starting out from the bottom or you're a very experienced player, feel free to get in touch. Email address is on screen. Back to the video.
Okay, so a few more clips to finish up with. Said this kind of thing before, but no apologies for showing you similar clips because they're all in different scenarios. This one, we're a little bit further up, and we're just trying to create some space out wide with Z Roberto. Lots of twisting and turning. They just can't handle it. It just gives them something else to think about, and just allows us to build the play up and actually combine it with something else that we've looked at, which is triggered runs and playing against pressure, and finish it off really, really nicely, you know. Okay, look, another defensive one. You know what's coming, but how much of a horrible situation is that? No problems for us to get out of it. We combine our R1, we combine our short passing option, as well as with the triggered runs and the first time pass. Just allows us to you know, get out of trouble. So, another clip here, you're just seeing how we're using that R1 dribbling just to get out of trouble. Again, it's a big deal. So go back and watch those clips. And just in case you thought it was just Z Roberto, it's not. Here's one with Cole Walker, and you can see that we get out of trouble. Lovely on that. Goes out to Z Roberto, and we're on our way for another attack. Okay. This one here. If we have a quick look. So I'm using it just to protect the ball. This is something slightly different. This is Declan Rice. He's not very good at this at all. But I'm getting pressured, and it's the quickest way to turn, in my opinion. And that just allowed me to keep the ball, and then I'm able just to power on through and finish it. So where I use that in the midfield, I would recommend that. That's quite a biggie. We've obviously had a look at a lot of defence and a lot of attack. Another defending one here. But that using it in the midfield just to protect the ball is also really important. That's why I said, feel free to use it all over the pitch. Yeah, not just in attack. Here we go. Usual thing. I'm just about to twist them and sprint out of it. A little bit of luck, but then we're able to finish it off really, really nicely. Okay. One of the last clips here. Good pressure. Good pressure. They overrun it. Really, really tight. But R1, sharp turn, and we're out of it. Really, really nicely. So I know that there's some of these last clips are similar, and you've seen you know, quite a few of them in this video, but they're all in different scenarios, and I would encourage you just to watch them you know, a few times just to, you know, see all the different scenarios that I'm doing it. So like here, if I get one-on-one with a defender near the box, I'm going to give it a go, and you can see there a lovely top corner finishes it off.
There we go, guys. That is my technical dribble tutorial. I hope that's helped you out in some ways. I'd be surprised if it hasn't. I love the R1 dribbling this year. But yeah, if it has, then please drop a like on the video. Any questions or queries, get into the comments, and I will see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.